So, I got the question recently in my comment section on which Pokemon you would want to lucky trade now, as they're going to have now the global trade available, and a lot of people have like lucky trades that they can now finally do. Of course, it takes a while until you get the global trade. You need like 90 friendship interactions, so this is going to be not the case for most people anytime soon. But today we're going to take a look at top 10 Pokemon you can trade for with lucky trades for the Go Battle League. And what you see as well, there's a Great League and no Tree symbol. Why is that the case? We're going to talk a tiny bit about the Master League as well, but for Master League, it's any Pokemon that you really need. We can talk a little bit about like Pokemon that are really more interesting or whatever, but generally speaking, for the Master League, it's anyone. And so we're mainly focusing on Great and Ultra League because they are a bit more different kinda. And let's take a look here very quick at what you want to have for Master League. Before that, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like and subscribe, of course, as well. Help me out, but also, again, this is a channel for you guys. I want to do content that you want to see. So again, if you want to see anything, let me know down below. Anything Go Battle League related mainly, but also even just Pokemon Go related, what do you want to see, just let me know down below and I will do it. So, yep, let's take a look at the top 10 Pokemon that you can lucky trade for the Go Battle League. Starting off with Master League first, real quick. Master League here, you're going to have some Pokemon that you definitely kind of want to lucky trade, like the Zacian. Palkia is very important. Metagross is cool because you also can Mega it here as well. We have Xerneas, which just got buffed as well. The Kyurems are always kind of worth getting, especially because you can choose them as well if you want to have Kyurem Black and Kyurem White. You see here top Pokemon. Eternatus you cannot trade. Necrozma are very worth it. Yveltal is worth it. Lunala is a very, very good Pokemon. I think one of the strongest Pokemon in the current meta. Again, this is the thing here. For the Master League, every Pokemon needs to be fully XL, and every Pokemon wants to be kind of like 100% IVs, and this is not the case for the lower leagues for most Pokemon, so it's more interesting to talk about them. Here for the Master League, there are basically all the Pokemon that you kind of want to run. You can just lucky trade, and it's the best thing that you can do for Master League. It's the easiest to decide because what Pokemon do you not have? Build them that are good in the current meta. Zacian is very important, Palkia is very important. Those are the two main ones, and then there are like other Pokemon afterwards that you can definitely lucky trade for as well. So let's take a look at the first one that's actually a bit more interesting. Generally, this is a Pokemon I want to build. Honestly, personally, I want to build this Pokemon. It's rank 182 currently in the Open Great League. It's, by the way, I sorted it from least worth it until like really worth it. But for the people who enjoy Spice, which is me included, you have Hippopotas here, which has alright stats with like around 2080 overall. You need a 13, 15, 14, so this is the thing here as well. There are a lot of Pokemon that need like kind of XL treatment, but most of them are either still very low attack or some are at like 6 or 9 or whatever. All the Pokemon here have their best IV spread basically in the lucky trade potential options. So 12, 12, 12 is like the minimum that you have to get from lucky trades. So if you get a 13, 15, 14 here for the Hippopotas, you're going to be able to get the #1 for the Open Great League. And Rock Tomb is absolutely fantastic as a coverage move because it drops the opponent's attack. It's amazing, and then Boyasm as a spam option. Sandtech is like a fast one-turn fast move. I think this Pokemon is fantastic. I really would like to build it. And with the Rock Tomb, it's also different compared to the evolution of it, which doesn't have that move. So I love this Pokemon. I think it's such a cool Pokemon, and I think it's going to be like, is it worth it? Most likely not, but it's going to be a fun one to run. Like, this would be a cool one to just like, if you had a shiny especially, just to trade there for it. But let's move on to the next one. Spinda is, in my opinion, even more important because actually I think it's a good Pokemon. You see here as well, you need to have a level 51 basically as well. With 15, 15, 15 only gets to 1380 CP, which you see on the bottom, by the way, all the time. And you have a Pokemon here that got buffed so significantly recently that it's definitely an interesting Pokemon to run. Again, this is of course not directly top meta. There are a few later on that are top meta that you kind of want to have, but it's a good Pokemon to have here, and it's a difficult Pokemon just generally to get the XL candy. But like having good 100% version of this Pokemon, especially if you can get like a shiny or whatever, is kind of cool. Sucker Punch is one of the best, if not the best fast move in the game. Rock Tomb we talked about just now, and Icy and D-Boss as well. It has perfect coverage. It has really good moves. It's a cool Pokemon to run. It's like not broken by any means. It's not going to be breaking the meta. Like there's most of the Ferret, which is very similar, that can do a better job. But like this is cool for debuffing opponents. It's kind of cool to catch people off guard. It's just a cool Pokemon to run generally, and that's why I kind of have it on this list here. Okay, now one that is actually a bit more worth it. Here for the Ultra League, Talonflame. Talonflame needs to be a hundo for the Ultra League, 15, 15, 15. There are also other alternatives that if you best buddy it, that they're even stronger. I think 13, 15, 15 is the rank 1 for level 51 or something like this. And so even if you don't get the perfect IVs with best buddying, you're going to be able to get this Pokemon up to where you want to have it. The thing is here, it's a Pokemon that's quite easily accessible otherwise. It's not a very rare Pokemon, which also is kind of why this is so low. I think it's quite a bit easier to get a hundo Talonflame from just even normal trades or just even from the wild than a lot of the Pokemon that you're going to have later down here on the list, because like Fletchling is one of the most common spawns in most of the events, so that's why it's so low. It's a very good Pokemon for the Ultra League. It's one of the strongest Pokemon in the Ultra League, but then again, also the Shadow version is kind of a little bit stronger in my opinion in most of the cases, and you cannot lucky trade the Shadow, so like there's no point for that one then. But I think it's a good Pokemon to have. It's top meta for sure, worth it for the Ultra League, but again, quite easy to get otherwise as well. Here we have an interesting one. Actually I just changed it a little bit because this is actually a double up. You have Vullaby, which got just buffed as well for the Open Great League, which you can run as a full XL version, which you see as well. You can make it level 51, and then this Pokemon is going to be even stronger, as you can see there as well. Level 50 is 15, 15, 15. Level 51 would be really, really cool. But yeah, then you're going to have actually a very interesting Pokemon, because it is kind of similar to Mandibuzz, but it has Brave Bird instead of whatever Mandibuzz has there, like Aerial Ace and Shadow Ball. But Brave Bird is kind of cool to have like as a move, and as you're gonna see as well, it has actually really solid bulk. So I like Vullaby. If it gets a better fast move, by the way, this Pokemon is going to be absolutely fantastic, even stronger than most like Mandibuzz. But also then you have the option, the alternative, to go for Mandibuzz for the Ultra League, and then you will see as well that this Pokemon also would need to be level 51. So what you can do actually is lucky trade yourself like a shiny Vullaby, build it for the Great League, try it out, have some fun with it. If you think, okay, yeah, had enough with it, don't really want to play it anymore, alright, I'm okay with it, then you can decide to just go ahead and, yeah, go for the evolution, and then you have it then ready for the Ultra League already, the Mandibuzz. And Mandibuzz got buffed this season with Foul Play and Shadow Ball being stronger, which means this Pokemon is back in the meta, level rank 38 here, and it's a very good Pokemon. So in my opinion, this is like one of the best Pokemon you can lucky trade for PvP directly. That is not a legendary Pokemon. Yeah, but that is going to be it for this one. Next one is Stunfisk. This one is for the Ultra League, and honestly, this is the best ranking I've ever seen, because it's rank 88 and the rank on the right side is 88.8. Like, this is ridiculous. What the hell is Stunfisk doing here this season? But what we have here as well is, again, a Pokemon that needs to be level 51 in order to get the full potential. But even at level 50, it's fine. I actually made only recently a video where I had this Pokemon in it as well. And it's a very strong Pokemon in the Ultra League. It's a very, very strong Pokemon in the Ultra League. While yes, you don't reach the 2500 CP range, the typing and what it can do is so unique that it makes it still absolutely worth getting. Stunfisk, the Unovan Stunfisk currently is one of the strongest Pokemon in both Great as well as Ultra League, so definitely worth getting this Pokemon here. And again, it's quite a Pokemon that you can easily get as well through lucky trades. You can get a shiny one for it. But the next one is going to be a bit rarer. It has a very cool shiny, but it would be worth it most likely for the Ultra League as well. And that's Spiritomb. Spiritomb is actually rank 49, which is very interesting. It's basically Sableye now for the Ultra League, which we don't have like this. And it's honestly looking really, really good, as you see on the right side there, because of the amazing typing it has and the very nice moveset. And it also got buff with Shadow Ball again. And then you need a 15, 15, 15. Level 51, you see here already, it only gets to 2343 CP, so that doesn't get even close to where you want to be, but it's still apparently such a strong Pokemon. And so this thing here itself is going to be a Pokemon that I think is going to be kind of worth it for you. It's rare to get the XL candy though for it as well afterwards, but it needs to be 15, 15, 15, and so I think it would be a good Pokemon to have. Just like the next one, which is a regional Pokemon, but Pachirisu has the nice ranking of 1 to 3. But this Pokemon got buffed recently twice, actually, with the Volt Switch being stronger and Hyper Fang being added to the move pool. Hyper Fang just gives it coverage against, those ground-type Pokemon, which before you were not able to hit at all. Now you at least hit it for neutral damage. And otherwise, we're going to have here basically a Pokemon that has very much nice bulk. It's the bulkiest electric type as far as I know. And with that, it has just some kind of uniqueness to it. It's actually very solid. You need to have a level 51 as well. As you can see here, CP is 1372, but it's actually one of the bulkiest Pokemon here that are having the electric type and electric type that have bulk, and Thunder Punch, which was also buffed only a few seasons back. Like, this Pokemon generally got a big upgrade. If this Pokemon ever gets grass type coverage like Trailblaze, it's going to be absolutely broken, by the way. Next up, going to be also a bit more difficult Pokemon to get. But Turtonator is absolutely worth it for the open Ultra League. As you can see here, 15, 14, 14 is going to be the Pokemon that you kind of want to have here. It's going to be the IV spread that you want to have here. You can, of course, get them from Lucky Trades. You need to have it fully XL for the Ultra League. And it's a very strong Pokemon. Rank 39 here. It gets up to the 2500 CP. It has a very unique type and what it can do. It has a lot of targets that are really nice for it. Especially like those Scissor and Fortress are going to be Pokemon that you really want to target. Virizion is going to be there. But as you're gonna see here as well, this Pokemon is absolutely fantastic. And yeah, we can move on to the next one, which is going to be the second to last one here. Next one's going to be the one that I would recommend you the most, but this one is definitely one that I can recommend you as well. Cradily, I think the ranking doesn't say on how strong it actually is in the Ultra League. I think it's one of the strongest Pokemon in the Ultra League currently, and it needs to be level 50 while having the IVs of 15, 15, 15, and also CP of, then 2499, so it gets basically perfectly where it needs to be. The stats are perfectly there for this Pokemon. You can also get, again, a lower version of this one in terms of like a little bit of lower attack or a little bit lower on the other stats, and then best body it, and then you're going to be able to get to the 2500 as well. But Cradily, you can get yourself a shiny Cradily, is absolutely worth it for the Ultra League. It's one of the strongest Pokemon currently, and unless they're going to nerf the Rock Tomb, which could be the case in the future, this Pokemon will go nowhere. It's so unique in what it can do, but a very, very strong Pokemon, and again, you need to have it fully XL. But also, the Pre-Evolution you can actually run in the Great League as well, which is kind of funny. Nobody is going to do that, but yeah, just would be a funny one as well. You need a Hundo there for that as well, so like you can even try to run the Pre-Evolution in the Great League and then this one in the Ultra League. And now to the final one. The one that I would recommend you to get the most is actually Tinkaton and Tinkaton. Tinkaton itself is a worse version of the Tinkaton in the Open Great League, which is fine, but still a fun Pokemon to run. And as you can see here, you need to have level 51 again. You have Flash Cannon, Play Rough. You have a lot of hard-hitting damage, but you can run basically together with a Tinkaton there. So you have Tinkaton backline. Kind of a fun one. But also, then again, you are going to be able to get yourself a Tinkaton for the Open Ultra League. And I think this is the strongest Pokemon kind of for the Open Ultra League. But it's quite difficult to even get Tinkaton for this one. And as you can see here, you need a 13, 15, 15, so it's in the range for the Lucky Trades. And I think this is like such a nice new Pokemon with a great typing, a Pokemon that's definitely going to be future proof as well. It's only most likely going to get better when it gets Community Day and the signature move for it. But Tinkaton is going to be, like Tinkaton here, is going to be the Pokemon that I think is going to be worth the most for the Lucky Trades. That is not Master League. Again, if you want to play Master League, prioritize Legendary Pokemon. I think that was just a bit too obvious to talk about. I think those are great alternatives here as well for Pokemon that you can maybe want to Lucky Trade for. But then again, there are a lot of other Pokemon that you want to just generally trade for the Go Battle League. And I could even make another video where I just talk about Pokemon to trade for, to look out for trades with mates or whatever. Then let me know down below, like Pokemon like Galarian Moltres, for example. Like a Pokemon that's a bit more rare. Let me know down below if you're interested in this. And yeah, that's going to be it for this one. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to leave a like, and I will see you then. Bye-bye.